From different year cars. This is 1963, so the yellow is 63. This is 1956. The window frame is 1961. You can tell because of the way the clamp is, it's 60-61 for that. This is 1953. This is 1954. This part of the car right here is 1964. And then this is 1960. So you pretty much have a range of all years of cars. It was all the leftover scrap pieces from cars that we've been building. Oh, the rocker is 1964 also. They're just scraps from kind of all different models and years of 356s, but we just put them all together, and with some old Goodyear race tires and some crusty chrome rims, there we go.
So this very exciting project came around when I was approached by the Avance organization in Seattle to do a painting demonstration at their Classics on the Green car show in June. And as we discussed the project, various friends within our network came together, and Ben Abrams, who owns a Rod Emory 356 and is very close friends with the Avance guys, suggested instead of a 911 hood that we do 356 panels. And he contacted Rod Emory, because Ben owns an Emory car, and asked Rod if he could supply some rusty panels, because this piece was going to be for a charitable auction for the Children's Hospital of Seattle. And Rod has a big affiliation with that. Ben and Rod are friends. And so Rod said, in true Rod Emory fashion, I can go one better. I generally build a book to hang 356 panels on when I'm doing metalworking demonstrations. So how about I just do that with a whole bunch of offcuts, and we'll put a whole car together. And so sitting behind me is the result of Rod Emory and his team giving us some ratty panels to hang on a frame for me to paint. I mean, I literally nearly fell over when I turned up to collect this thing and realized that all I had to do, realized that I actually had to make it better. It was cool as it was. Just as Rod had created it. So the project is a collaboration for charity between myself, Rod Emory, the Avance organization, Ben Abrams, Bring a Trailer, and brought to you by Wob Cars, Rob Dietz. And we're hoping that we're going to raise a bit of money for both the Children's Hospital of Seattle and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Quite a few of us have very personal reasons to support those fantastic organizations. And as it says on the rear tire, the kids are all right, man. The inspiration for this for me, as I looked at it, was actually one of Rod's guys, Drew, who suggested that I put the Pegasus. He was like, dude, you got to put the Pegasus on, as I was collecting the car. And so when I got home, I did a bit of research into the Pegasus, and from what I can gather, the first time the Pegasus ever appeared on a Porsche was James Dean's 356 Speedster that he had before the infamous little bastard. And so for a theme for the car, you know, a combination of Rod Emory's history, his grandfather's place in custom culture, my love of California custom culture, James Dean's synonymous with Porsche, everything on this car, pretty much everything on this car has something to do with James Dean. The 23 was his number. The scallops are redolent of Dean Jeffries' custom scallops that, of course, Dean Jeffries put the red scallops on Dean's 550 Spider. The Pegasus was like I said, it was the first time that was ever on a car, was on his Speedster. We've even got an Obi-Wan Kenobi quote along the rocker panel, and bonus points to anybody who can figure out the connection between that and James Dean. And then, of course, it's got a lot of touches in my style. Biggest thing for me was to try to figure out, how do I apply my style that you would get if you buy one of my paintings, but actually put that on a car that that already looks like it's going fast. And so I've tried to keep some of the drips and the graffiti sensibilities, some of the dynamics, and some of the texturing and layering of paint, so that it very definitely looks like a Holst piece, but also does justice to the team that's involved. And special thanks to Rod and the guys at Emory Motorsports for putting this thing together, because it really is, without my paint on it, it's a work of art. And I'm hoping that I've just kind of improved upon that. So on behalf of everybody involved, I would encourage you to kind of bid hard, dig deep, and let's do it for the kids.